second log lift session since I hurt my bicep early first week of June. I'm gonna just take a 15 rep light hammer curl set just to warm up the biceps, because you primarily use the long head of the bicep when you when you roll up the log. And I might go a little bit heavier than last time. Might stay at 80 kilos, not 100, I wish. About 80 kilograms for a few singles and maybe go down to 70 for triples. I don't know, it depends on him. It doesn't depend on me. And also, how nice is it? The place is empty, so let's grasp that opportunity and get started. Now, I'm definitely not an expert on the log. My best log is 117 and a half kilograms. I don't know what that is, to 70 pounds, I think, something like that. I have trained a lot with it. I would rotate it every week for a couple of years for my shoulder training. I never really maxed out to test myself. Maybe once a year. So because I didn't really train a strongman, but I just love the log press. That's why I do it. And so that happened this year. Last year there are strongman competitions here, so that's another reason for me to do it. Now, this log, like I've mentioned like 100 times before, is a smaller log. What I'm gonna do is, have my belt lower compared to all the other lifts, besides the bench press, which I keep it low. For my squat and my deadlift, the belt is right under my chest, right here. For the log press, I want my belt to be low, so it presses my belly out. I want to stick my belly out. I want to create that small shelf. When I scooch down, when I squeeze myself and I shove myself in there, I want to have the log above my stomach, right here. And then I want my hands, my arms to be here and not here. Because if I am here, and I have done it maybe 50 times in my life, I stress out the bicep. So if I go here, and then I roll it up, then I can quickly enough, if I can shove my elbows underneath fast enough as the log is rolling up and still in motion, it takes away most of the stress on the bicep. And then I can use it, to support my press. So this is just a very light, keep warming up, and let's see how we progress. Now I'm gonna attempt 80 kilograms. First time in 2 months. That's today. It marks 2 months since I went over 80, 90, 100. The 70 felt okay. It hurts a little bit, so I hesitated, but I have to be faster as I, bounce down and up. As I go down and up, explode. I gotta be faster like this, so the stress doesn't go in my arms as much. I'm gonna do this. If it goes well, I'm gonna probably do like 2, 3 more sets, just singles, just to get the motion right. There's no point in testing it right now. There's no point, because I want to do it. I want to learn how to do it properly, not just max out. Yeah. So let's try this weight right now. So I did 3 singles at 80 kilograms. I think it's precisely like 79 kilograms or so. They felt okay. It didn't. The weight seemed a bit heavy today. Maybe I'm just a little off, but that's okay. You cannot win every training session. But I'm gonna stop now and move on to the secondary Friday pressing exercise, because there's still a lot of work to do. Biceps, lats, and triceps, and delts. So I'm gonna cut it short here. I did it after 2 months. I mean, it was a little bit awkward, but the press went okay and it doesn't hurt. So we're gonna move on to the next exercise. I was itching to try a incline and the Smith machine, but I haven't done incline dumbbells this year, and I only did it twice or thrice last year, because the dumbbells go up to as heavy as 35 kilograms. And last year I just got pissed and I stopped using them. They're just not heavy enough for anything. Anything press related, obviously. I mean, I cannot do biceps with them. So flat bench dumbbells, I've canceled it. Incline dumbbell presses, I don't do them. So I can do shoulder presses, but they're still not heavy enough. I've done way more weight than that with dumbbells. But I'm gonna throw it in now and see how it feels. If it's too light, I might end up in the incline again. But this is the problem with gyms like that they limit you, and it has forced me to think like, what else the fuck can I do in here? So in order to replace that exercise. But of course, dumbbell exercises are very beneficial as well as the barbell or the Smith machine exercises, because they use the stabilizing muscles in your deltoids, which are very, very important for strength as well, not just support. Ale nekiš kýlia. A grabíš si to video. Na tady como grabíš ma. 35 kilo dumbbells. I did 12 reps. I felt confident. The stabilizers in my deltoids felt kind of weird. That's, hence all the shaking, but the presses were okay. They felt good. For the record, I've done 52 kilograms incline, end of 2018 for 3 reps. I believe it was 3 reps. I got the video somewhere. But of course, my training partners at the time, they handed me the dumbbells, so it's easier. You start, you start on lockout, then you bring it down. So it's, you're already stabilized. You know what I mean? So it's easier. I think, realistically, if I had done this, for 3 to 5 reps, like for a strength set, not because I did 12, obviously. I think I would have done the 45s today. It's not bad, but I just wish I had bigger dumbbells. That's all. Let's move on to the next exercise. Now I tried to do some pump, like a tricep close grip with the easy bar. That's it's more of a bodybuilding exercise, which I try to incorporate anyway. So, but the 48.5 kilograms, the second set, I put it on the easy bar machine, whatever the stand that they have there. But it's way too close to my forehead, and it's a bit further. So I have to do a whole tricep extension, and it's not smart to do that. I don't want to, I don't want to taste it as it comes crushing down. So I moved on to this one, the bigger easy bar. It's 10 kilograms, so I can actually use, do more weight and be safer. So I'm gonna do a set right now. I don't know what this is anymore. Now typically I do the hammer curls with a rope. I do them like this. This time, in order to imitate the log press, wrist and general arm rotation that you do when you roll the log up, I'm gonna hold it like this. So there's more pressure on my wrists. I don't know if that's it could be an arm wrestling exercise as well. I'm sure these guys use a lot of that. They do a lot of that too. So I'm just gonna do it like this. Strengthen the wrist. Good luck. This was a lot harder than the typical hammer curl with a rope, because you involve your wrist. The stress goes here first and then here, so you're forced to keep it tight. It was a lot heavier. Like typically, I mean, even like a few years now, I can use a whole stack usually without cheating, just strict. And now I'm almost in the middle, but it is giving me a good pump. I suggest you try that exercise. Honestly, it's a crazy pump. I'm gonna do another set. I went just 2 clicks higher, so I can do maybe 10 or 12 because I'm getting pretty tired. Let's see how it goes. That's better now. Make sure that you have your finger under the rope. If it goes near your knuckle, it slips, because it does slip. It's gonna hurt your fingers as they press together. Make sure the rope is here and not here. So I'm not very satisfied with how the log presses went. 80 kilograms. I mean, for reference, I pressed 100 kilograms first time 2014, sometime probably 13 or 14. So that's not good. But at the same time, I know what's going on. It is getting better and better. Like every week, it hurts less to supinate. Activates the short head of the bicep, which I haven't trained in forever. The log press I'm not happy with, but everything else went great. My triceps, the presses, extensions, everything is going better, getting better. And eventually, when I test my bench, I'm sure it'll be at a good level. I did I did delts, a couple of sets. The bicep exercise was fantastic. Just keep in mind, remember to roll your hand inwards, so the rope stays between your knuckle and the first part of your finger. I don't know the term for it. You just keep it here and not here, because that actually hurt me quite a lot. So you hold it and release. You hold it and release, and it gave me a pretty good pump, along with tricep the presses. I'm super pumped right now. So check the links in the description. Subscribe to the channel. It's a new channel. It's very slowly taking off. Due to the quarantine that happened. It's good things happened and bad things happened. That I started the channel so I can put up the videos from my my lifting career, if you want to call it that. It just started that I thought I love this so much, and I've trained quite a lot of people at this point, and I've been in so many great teams with great experienced elite athletes that why wouldn't I share? I learned this from this guy, I learned this and that, and I just thought that I should put up all these videos from back then. Like I said in a couple of videos ago, it is not to show how strong I am. This is not about, it really isn't, the outcome of my lifting career is strength, but this channel is not necessarily about one maximum repetition. It's about the process. It's the process. You have to love the process. If you don't live in the moment, you're gonna fail, because ego sits in. Just forget about the ego. Like I used to max out. I used to try my bench delivery, like very very very, very short time periods. Now I just don't care anymore. It's like I'm training to the point where earlier this year I pressed almost 170, it was 173 kilograms actually in that video, because I was using the heavier plates and I didn't know. And it was almost by myself. And that's the first time I do this. And I haven't tested it in a year. So, you know, trust the process, train hard. Even if a session, like for me, the log press sucked, but everything else was pretty good. I think the training sessions that suck are the ones that, you know, it's another stone in your wall. So, you know, I'm gonna do some squats tomorrow, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching.